is, and also my autofocus isn't working, which is good to see. It's important to make sure your autofocus doesn't work, as Sony likes to tease me. But it is, more importantly, it is playoff X-Wing today. We are playing, well, it was going to be 2 games, but we had a family issue, so we're just doing one. There you go, Mr. Super Prepared over here. We're just doing 1 game today, but it's a big one because it is the first game of the series between the 312 crew hosting Crime. And I'm joined by my 312 crew wingmate here, Sam Graebner. He's back.
Good evening, everyone. I'm
something
back.
Something about Sam Graebner doing commentary with Nick for Steven Weiland games.
Hopefully it goes a little bit better than
the last one. Yeah, there is no double jamming fair off in this list, although there is Zam Wessel with Notorious and Sun Fact, so different types of adversity to deal with for Steven, but this is going to be a lot of fun going up against New Zealand beloved Calc Capone, or Bygone J of Crime. One of my favorite things about this league that I feel like I'm going to even be as bold to say has surpassed the draft league in the sense that the commitment to the bit has been great with teams and their team names. Like Crime, they do with the team names that are the players' names that they have, their nicknames, and just like the custom paint jobs. Also, shout out to Dumpster Donuts. Gurry's Galactic Glazer was Travis's team nickname. Chocolate Frosted Ponut, Matt's, stuff like that. I just love it. I think that's what makes Team X-Wing is so much more fun than just playing scrimmage games by yourself. It's a good time.
That's why we're here.
That's why we're here. It's try to add a little bit more flair to the game of X-Wing, and now more than ever it needs it, right? Like we're trying to find we succeed in doing this, but creative ways to feel fresh playing this game, and bliss bounties and all that jazz. And the bounties were a huge success. We had so much participation with that, so we had some cool lists on stream because of bounties. And yeah, overall, entering the second round of the playoffs here, the divisional playoffs, been super hyped and happy with the way the Team League Season 2 has gone. I hope you had a good time playing in your first one, Sam.
I certainly did. I had a blast. I had some great games, fun opponents, played some good X-Wing. What more can you ask? Yeah,
exactly. You've had some fun games, some kind of wild ones.
Yeah, some
nail biters. I like absolute nail biters. Yeah. Forgetting how disabled power regular works almost gives me a heart attack. But
I maintain I was tired.
Yeah, it's like, we gotta get Sam. We gotta get Sam to play before 9. Get this man to play before 9. It's like was it the Black Panther? Like, get this man a shield. It's like get this man an espresso. I hear you, man.
Monster today. I'm ready to rock and roll.
Oh hell yeah! I mean, you're definitely living in terms of the rural Tennessee life. You have to have a 25-foot lifted truck, and you got to be drinking Monster at least 3 times a day, right?
Oh yeah. Just begging for that heart attack.
Please, just give it to me, right? All right, so. Let's break down the list here. If you want to break down Stevens, I'll break down Calc Capone's.
I would love to break down Stevens.
Betting is now open.
We've got good old Hera in the B-Wing with Swarm Tactics, FCS, Proton Cannons, Seismic Charges, B-Wing S-Foils, Battle of Endor Wedge, with It's a Trap, Predator, Advanced Proton Torpedoes, and R2A3, which works how, Nick?
R2A3, the guy that went 3-1 in a tournament yesterday, playing Bowie Wedge for the first time, and not knowing how R2A3 works. I can tell you now that I've learned that R2A3, after you perform an action, you may spend a 1 non-recurring charge with R2A3 to acquire a lock.
That's correct.
You don't get stressed for it, but I was stressing myself every time I did it. Like an absolute idiot.
Hard mode.
Seriously, it's like fine, I'll do this myself as I play against myself playing against someone else. Yeah.
Yes.
It's ridiculous.
We've also got Luke Skywalker, classic Battle of Yavin loadout, attack speed, instinctive aim, proton torpedoes, R2D2. And then Benthic 2 tubes, a piece you don't see a lot, with marksmanship, Jyn Erso, perceptive co-pilot, and the pivot wing. So we're going to be passing some tokens. We're going to be passing some locks. We're going to be having a good time.
Yeah, and with swarm tactics with Hera, you could potentially get shot at 3 or 4 times before you get a chance to shoot, which with double mods, your odds of living through that are not very high. As K2SO would say, it's high. It's very high. So that's kind of the shtick with this list. Hera is a liability without protection, but there is a lot of protection around this list with Benthic and Jyn Erso being involved. So Benthic, it's up to Steven to keep Benthic around just long enough.
Just long enough. Would you call this list a glass cannon?
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the glass break on stream before if things didn't go well, and Steven played this list the last week of the regular season and lost, so by a bit. He was playing against the best player in the league, or second best player in the league, so definitely no shot against him. But there are issues with this list, and thankfully for Steven, it's a 4-ship list he's playing against, granted, with some caveats: proton cannons, dead to rights, Sam Wessel, Notorious, all that stuff, Sun Fac. But
yep.
A lot of firepower and he boosts rate, and he's in front of a gas cloud. Don't know. He's gonna barrel roll. Okay.
Yeah.
But still in front of a gas cloud if he wants to go left. He's probably not going to be going left, is my guess.
I would suspect not.
Yeah, he did the attack speed there. Barrel roll. Attack speed super good for ambushing people as well. 4 straight attack speed, target lock if you can pro torp someone early.
Get in their face.
Yep.
I like it. All right.
But speaking of a glass cannon, let's talk about Andre's list here. As betting is open, everybody get your bets in. Sun Fac, definitely capable of disrupting a game or getting one shot. It's one of the two, especially if he can't tractor anybody and you stuck with his tractor token. He's got ensnare, gravitic deflection, and the targeting computer as well, so he can reroll his blanks. And then we've got Zam Wessel there in the fire spray, 8 points, capable of taking those locks with the you should thank me, you better mean business, face down condition cards you reveal after defending, all that jazz. Really long novella type cards, but basically you shoot at her, it's gonna be not a good time. And even if you don't shoot at her, it probably won't be a good time. Notorious Count Dooku, she also has Contraband Cybernetics and the Slave One title, CIS. And we've got Dirge, hard to kill Dirge, has proton cannons, marksmanship, concussion bombs, delayed fuses, and Xandu blood title, although he did not cloak, so I don't think we're going to see Dirge cloak, at least not for a while. Ooh, barrel, interesting here. Are we focusing as well?
It's like
Wedge is gonna take on Zam all by himself, it seems. And then lastly, DGS rounds out the list with energy shell charges and cluster missiles, along with the repulsor lift stabilizers card. All right. Yeah, these are the scum adjacent CIS. Totally.
Yes. So 4-ship list versus 4-ship list in Scramble. How do we feel about that?
Well, I honestly, I think it's pretty even in terms of like just scrambling capabilities. Oh, box. Roll it in the box. There we go. Yeah. So you do have Predator. There you go. Spend. You'll get it. You'll probably get the focus back. You will. Ooh. Unless he Dooku'd and evade. I don't think he did. He does take a shield. He gets the focus back. Notorious. Flips the card. All that stuff. No, it's a trap reroll for Wedge over there. And it's gonna lead to a lock. So a double modded shot, 3-on-2, going into Wedge here. Wedge probably would have liked to have gotten one more shield there.
Yeah, I mean, ideally. No shots for anybody else. We move on to Zam.
Zam, shoot Luke. All right, so here's the shot back. Wedge does have that extra shield. He's just hoping to mitigate the damage coming through. Again, because he's straight, he's rolling one less at range 3. It's pretty good.
Yeah, that'll do.
Spending the lock. It is a blank.
Okay.
2 crits. Wedge takes 1.
Could have gone worse.
Could have been shields down immediately.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's not going to be mad about that. And I think he used it. So he got to keep the lock. Notorious reroll. And it's unobstructed to Zam. Do you instinctive aim a Pro Torp here?
I think you jam here. Yeah.
You jam?
No, like you absolutely do.
Oh, you let it rip. Okay. It's like,
yeah, you let it rip.
This Nashville side of you. I don't know. This new slang.
No, not the jam action. The
Nick not calling out B-wing meta. Oh!
Ooh.
Oh! Yikes!
That's unfortunate.
Yikes! That's why I don't like instinctive aim. That's probably not going to hit. The force is already. He's going to just do Kun evade. So yeah. And evade. That is a colossal waste of a torpedo. Nothing you can do about that. That sucks.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal.
That is some bad luck for Steven there. And can Notorious Luke as well. I always wished Notorious should not be a 2 charge thing. It should be a 1 charge thing. So never liked Notorious. It's very thematic though. Like I just being able to do it twice in a turn. It never sat well with me.
Sure.
Probably from all the Zam trauma.
All right, so we move on to round 2 here.
So I don't know if I like. So Steven has Wedge stressed. Zam force straight. No, Zam can't fit like a 4 straight and boost. I don't think. She would run into Wedge, but she's probably going to just get up in his grill, right?
Yeah, like.
And if you shoot at
Wedge, yeah, you bump him. See if that helps at all. Luke has to turn down towards the rest of your list, so you're not getting support there. What do you do with Hera here? Hera's got a lane to go up to fight Zam, but then you're leaving your flank exposed and you're getting scrambled on.
I think Benthic probably does. He probably banks. He needs to avoid getting proton cannoned.
Right.
So it's tough. I think you do maybe you do a 1 or 2 bank. Give a focus to Hera, and then Hera can target lock Dirge, and Luke can always use that lock with instinctive aim Torp if he needs to.
True.
So there's some flexibility there.
Luke's not stressed, right?
He's just strained.
Okay. So
the other thing to keep. Go ahead.
You get 3 hard down towards Dirge and just crash in on Dirge here. Slow roll with Benthic and Hera. Get into target lock range, but not like expose yourself. And then Wedge is kind of left to himself.
Yeah, I think Zam. You probably just if you're Zam, I feel like you just like 2 bank, 3 bank, and just scramble, and then.
I like the 3 bank scramble. It's gonna fit. You're gonna gunk up. You're probably gonna get a shot on Wedge. Who else is scrambling this turn? Like none of Steven's list?
I don't think so. DGS is certainly scrambling the bottom. So
right.
Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go.
Do cleanly. Benthic does the 2 bank. Fast focus.
Good night, guys. Nothing better than watching X-Wing live after hours of flying. Do you mean by good night, you mean like, how's it going? Or do you mean like goodbye?
Okay, kind of split the difference with Luke here. Clear the strain.
Yo, he could scramble.
I like the scramble here.
Yep. You can afford to. Yep, there he goes.
Yeah, I think you kind of.
Here comes Dirge.
Here comes Dirge.
I don't know if can he fit that boost around the gas cloud. He's gonna try, or he could. Yeah, I don't think he can barrel. He could barrel roll. Ooh, maybe he could barrel roll to the right.
Yeah, it's tight.
He's thinking about it. If he boots to the right, he's not gonna get bullseye. I would be surprised.
Yeah, I think that angle doesn't work. Boost left probably fits.
Also,
and probably
proton cannoning Luke is just not as good with dead to rights.
True.
You could barrel roll in front of a gas cloud, which seems like a choice.
I mean, it's a gas cloud. Like going over it.
It's a glass cloud.
Glass cloud.
It's a glassy cloud.
Can't talk tonight. It's not the worst thing in the world to go over it, but it wouldn't be ideal.
It is funny to think about how people say good morning, good afternoon. Oh, it does fit. Look at that. Look at that.
That's big.
It's not going to be I don't think it's going to be a proton. Ooh, it might still be a range 2 bullseye.
With the bullseye, yeah.
Part of the bullseye might be touching range 1. Zam. Oh, man. If Wedge clears that, that's also terrible for him. Just going to scramble.
Yep. 3 bank scramble. All right. Let's see what Wedge did, I guess. Hera first. That's the easier one.
Hera's going to have a proton cannon as well.
Yeah.
And you lock all day. All freaking day. That is a Protorp and a proton cannon. And Benthic's going to shoot at I-6 as well.
Yeah, that's true.
And can use lock. Wedge, honestly, safest place for Wedge to be. Don't even take, please don't take the red focus. Don't take the red focus. Please don't take the red focus.
He's thinking about it.
No way. There's no way. No, you're not getting shot. You can't use it.
No, I think we are moving to start an engagement here and talking through.
Sunfac hasn't moved yet, has he?
Oh, Sunfac hasn't moved. Yes, you're correct.
Yeah. I just remember that one time Steven took the red focus when he didn't need to, and he could never turn around.
It ruined the entire game for him. Yeah. Oh, I see. There was a disconnect.
Oh, yeah. Just a little DC there. Good evening. Yeah, so anyways, what I was saying is how you can say good morning, good afternoon. Yeah, you can say good evening, but you can't say good night without it sounding like you're saying goodbye.
Back to new.
Yeah, Sunfac is about to be not super. I mean, he can barrel roll. Like, he's just not going to be. His shot isn't going to be that good. He can get a bullseye though. He can at least get 3 dice. He can get a lock if he barrel roll tractors himself, but then he's going to be stuck there with the tractor and no tokens. And Benthic might be inclined to take a shot at him.
Yeah, depending on how this Dirge shot or this Hera shot into Dirge goes.
Mm-hmm. The other thing to keep in mind is Hera can potentially shoot twice, but you could spend the lock to proton cannon Dirge, but you're removing the lock for Benthic's use.
Right. So resource balancing is going to be important here.
He's going to barrel roll the other way. Okay, so that's a shot you're not taking.
Yeah. And an action, like we've already scrambled down there, so we've just got a ship hanging out, chilling in the middle of nowhere. Take a lock here.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be in the firing arc of 2 ships, even though you want to shoot a dirge here. Sitting there with no tokens and a tractor.
Yeah, I get
invites some issues. Although again, I think you think that Steven wouldn't shoot at you. It's still a risk.
Yeah. I feel like with lists like these, especially 4-ship lists, I'm inclined to take more risks while playing because there is a higher ceiling to them.
Yeah.
Rather than because
right. If one shot you're not taking on the 4-ship list could be the game, right?
Could be the game, exactly. And especially with the way the points are divided up between these ships,
Yep. Yeah, I hear you. Just a crit at range 0 here. Zam is gonna just Dooku here. It looks like. Yeah. So
but
yep. Rolls double evades anyways. I'll say if Zam's gonna roll double evades the whole game.
Yeah, better on that shot than.
So flips the card. I don't know if Zam can. If this is Zam can't do anything there. All right. So we had Swarm Tactics start engagement set up. Benthic's gonna shoot range 1. And oh my god!
There we go.
Dirge takes 3. A crit into the hole already here. I know Dirge's ability, but if you get overkilled, you get overkilled. Damage sensor array.
Okay. Good start.
Now Hera going to do the primary first.
Yeah, we're going for the double shot. Going for the kill.
And you have FCS for a reason. Oh my goodness. Now, do you spend the focus because you get the free conversion with the proton cannon?
Correct.
Now Dirge is going to have to spend his focus. Yep. And he's taking another crit though. The next crit is a loose stabilizer. We already know those are 2 cards that Dirge cannot remove, right?
Right. Oh, okay, so he's marking up crits, sure. All right, so now proton cannon.
Not great. Hit crit. Dirge taking hit crit.
Okay.
Is it direct? And he is already dead. So he's already dead. And he's going to have to pop his ability here, which is great for Luke. He's going to repair the 2 direct hits.
Makes sense.
And I don't know what else he can repair. Pilot crits, which he didn't take. So he has 2 left. Okay. Without any green tokens.
Luke can finish him off here.
Luke's going to need to get a little luckier than his last Pro Torp. He would already be firing both of them as well. Do you care? I don't think so. You just take advantage. Yep, here it is.
Yeah. Yep, here we go.
Here is the Instinctive Aim Pro Torp. Last roll, 3 blanks. This time, hello! See ya, Dirgy boy!
That'll do.
Blank out for good measure. And that's 4 points without Dirge gonna take a shot without any, well, let's see. Stun pilot structural, so no blinded or anything.
Yeah.
So he's still gonna get that shot into Benthic. And it is range 1, so he doesn't get the proton cannon.
Wow. That boost was everything.
Yep, he put himself in harm's way to get that bullseye, and he cost him.
Yeah.
But the thing is, again, like you said about taking risks. Otherwise, he's sitting there behind a gas cloud with a focus, still getting shot at maybe 3 times without dealing any damage at all or having a chance to. And he's just going to take the range 1 at Hera.
I think that makes sense.
Or is this range 2? This is a primary range 2, actually, for absolutely nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And he is gone.
Okay.
So
big for Steven.
Big first blood, big first blood, and there is a shot. Hera is going to get shot here. Range 3 obstructed from Zam. Zam has no mods. The force was spent, and 2 hits. Can Hera roll and evade on these 3 greens, or blues as we call them? Does, takes 1. DGS has a shot at a benthic. Primary obstructed range 3, 2 on 4. No mods for DGS. If he was shooting at Hera, if he was able to, he'd have a reroll. Just 1, it looks like. Benthic is going to roll. Is that a blank? I think he blanked.
I think he blanked out.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. So he takes 1, right?
Yeah, takes 1. Took 1 and lock for good measure.
It is annoying to take. Those are other things that can have a huge impact in a game. You killed Dirge, so it's not that as impactful. But when the shots where you kind of almost expect not to take damage and you do, it looms so large in this game. It is huge.
Every little bit of damage is going to matter. Like, obviously, we're Steven's in a huge advantage here because of Dirge going down, but you know, Wedge's not going to be in a great position. Hera and Benthic are
easiest 2 hard of your life for Benthic.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, like, Sunfac wants to turn in and just absolutely rocked. Yeah.
Yeah. So you send Sunfac running, you pounce on DGS.
Yeah. I think Luke, you could 3 bank with Luke and then the next turn just go and scramble that bottom point.
I think at this point, you with being up 3 points, you play the objective.
Yeah, Wedge will probably, I would think Wedge probably like 3 banks and scrambles.
That makes sense.
I'm trying to see. Zam 3 bank would hit the gas cloud, so she can 1 bank, I think 2 bank. Ooh, a 2 bank's also not looking good. 1 bank looks good. If she goes the other way to keep arc on Wedge, she is out of the fight for another maybe 2 rounds. She can't afford to go to keep the arc on Wedge. You know, it's tempting to just 1 bank to the right. I think she has to 1 bank to the left.
You 1 bank to the right. What's your out there? Like, you're right. You just end up out of the fight for too long.
Yeah, you just try to get a couple more shields down on Wedge so that when you re-engage, you have to 1 bank down to the left with Zam.
Yeah, I think so.
If you're just tuning in, I'm joined by Sam, my wingmate here, 312 crew team league teammate. As we're streaming playoff X-Wing. We love it. High intensity X-Wing here. 4 ships versus 4 ships. It's crime versus the 312 crew, as we have an early advantage here. And by we, I mean Steven and the crew. 5-2 right now, heading into round 3. And I'm
3-1-2.
3-1-2. 3-1-2. They got to rig it all, man.
Yeah.
So Sunfac gonna need to be a little careful.
But like, again, you play too careful and you're just gonna get rocked here.
Yeah, I know. But the game is pretty much put away if Sunfac dies this round.
Yes, I agree.
And there's the seismic charge as well. I was wondering if he'd drop that. I don't know if he would get it close enough to that top gas cloud. Let's see once he places it. It looks like it might be, it's definitely the middle one there, but I don't know if it'll be in range 1 of number 3. If it is, get that free damage on Zam. Ooh, a little side slippy.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
DGS does have an energy shell charge. There it is. There's that hard turn.
Too hard. Do the benthic thing.
I will say I played in passing a focus to Hera against this list. I gave Steven a practice match, and Sam, it was so unfun. Like we called the game in like 4 turns.
I mean, when the list works, it's pretty rough.
It's brutal. He was previously running Hera with ion torpedoes, but man, am I glad he made the change to proton cannons before this game. Because did that work out? Woo! Yeah, he did 7 damage, or he did 7 hits on his dice there. With
what are we actually debating here with Zam?
Oh no, he did only hit crit with a proton cannon. It just felt like more because of the directs.
Yeah, the proton was only 2 damage.
Zam could. Oh, he is gonna boost. Ooh, so he's keeping that arc wide, and he is accepting the damage from the gas cloud seismic charge there.
Yeah, wow. I think that's fine here. 3 banks.
Just gonna check for a lock. He's probably just gonna lock Zam, I think.
Sure.
Who's first player here? Oh, it is Andre. That's also huge for potentially huge, but ensnare. So I think he's already out of Benthic's arc. He is. That's a good move there. And he can tractor to boost up and then rotate his arc. And he'll probably be able to ensnare Hera.
Yeah. So did Steven foresee this? That's what
I think the move well, I think Hera is too harding here. I don't think it's a bad move. Wedge is just gonna scramble. Yeah.
Yep. There you go. Scrambles, perfect.
Zam will have a shot into you double modded. Oh, she won banks. That is interesting. And you're at range 1 against snared here. You could barrel roll in front of a gas cloud. How catastrophic is that? I mean, you can talon roll the next turn. And if you're ionized, it's just going to evade. So he's accepting a 3-die shot without any greens, and he's evading. Unless that's range 2. It is range 2.
Oh,
wow. How about that? Big brain move by Steven. Totally knew it.
That's hilarious.
How about, that's just by a hair, too. Look how close that is.
Yeah, that is impressive.
The bomb will also go off. You can, throw a tractor onto.
Yeah, I might as well.
Yeah, you hit that top gas cloud. Looks like it was in. So Zam will take a shield from that seismic. And Hera can drop another seismic next turn.
Yeah. Just chain him off here.
So you're lucky if your Sunfax does get an unanswered shot here. That's good for Andre. He can try to chip away at Hera or Benthic. It will be a 2-die shot at Hera. No lock. Oh, he does have a lock. Yeah, so double modded.
Yeah. Here we go.
And hit crit. Hera will take 1 no matter what here. Rolls the evade.
Only takes 1 though.
Only 1. Hera range 3 into DGS unobstructed.
Yeah.
Only a 3-pointer out there, but
take the shots you get, especially with a 4. Oh,
sure. Yeah. Okay.
Like
that's
that.
3.
Yeah.
DGS gonna take 2. Luke won't have a shot. We'll go over to Zam, who does catch Benthic at range 3. You could shoot range 3, obstruct into wedge. What do you do here? Benthic has already taken 1. 2 shields left.
Yeah, they're both
single modded though.
feel like shooting at Benthic is just kind of a waste.
Hera can pass. Hera can pass or evade as well.
Right.
So it's going to be a crappy shot.
Yeah, it's not a great choice here. I would shoot at Wedge just because you've already put a damage on him and he doesn't like the evade to be passed. But 6 of one, half dozen of the other here.
Yeah, he's going to do it.
Going into Benthic.
Benthic is not tractored. He needs 2 with a medium base. Well, just had that token pass with Ensnare. And you can spend that force for 3. There you go. So that is a full string. And you can... Yeah, so we'll spend everything, looks like. Yeah. Spend the evade, spend the focus. Still take 1.
Yep.
I think... Ooh, we probably see an energy shell charge here. Yeah. I think that's what we're going to get.
Benthic? Sure.
4 dice? Nah. 3 dice. Energy shell charge. There you go. Hit crit.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Benthic. Uh-oh. Benthic takes it all.
Yeah.
And that's big. Hit crit in the Benthic. Is a panicked pilot.
That's tough.
And just like that, our 5-point U-wing is not looking so hot here.
Yeah, Benthic is stuck flying into the corner. He's not going to be...
Yeah. He can't rotate. He can't pivot anymore.
Yep. Can't pivot. Won't be passing.
And do we get a bonus attack as well? No. All right. 7-3. So Sunfac's only going to be able to... He's not going to be able to rotate to the same side. He's only going to be able to get somebody in his front arc. Now, I'm not so sure what you do with Hera. Do you just kind of run towards DGS now? Do you just throw yourself at DGS and have Luke and Wedge try to combat Zam? It looks like a too hard fits from Luke. Ooh, that's close.
Remind me what the talon on the B-wings is. Is it a 1?
It's a 1 talon. One talon. It's just you don't have any support if you do a 1 talon.
Yeah.
Benthic's not supporting you anymore.
Unless Luke comes down. Like you can try and trap Zam here, but what's that do for you?
Well, Zam's already got 2 shields down. You drop a seismic, she'll probably take another damage, and then you'd have 2 shots into her. So with 2 pretty much full health ships, Luke already has a lock.
That's right.
I almost think Benthic just 2 hards down, and you just kind of make it difficult. If you 2 hard to the right, there's no way you're getting a shot on anybody, and you're just leaving yourself open for Zam to shoot at you maybe twice.
Yeah, I like disengaging as best you can.
I like disengaging with both of them. Just pounce on DGS, see if you can get more damage into him. Get your 3 more points there.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I like it. Luke and Wedge are your pivot here.
So still a decent lead for Steven.
What's your primary target here if you're Steven?
I think, well, it depends. That Zam is going to be, the X-Wings are going to go after Zam / Sunfac, whoever presents themselves. You have the U-Wing get out of there, and you go after DGS in the bottom scramble point with Hera as well. yeah, I'll just be surprised to see a 1 Talon. If he 1 Talons, then Steven really thinks that he can punish Zam this turn with some luck.
It would be aggressive.
It would be really aggressive, and he doesn't have many mods if he does that.
Yeah. On the other side, how does Steven lose this game?
So you can you put yourself in a position to be able to lose Benthic, but Hera needs to. If Steven probably sets up the opportunity for Andre to win this game if he 1 Talons Hera.
Yeah, I think I agree.
That's how you lose. You lose Hera as well.
Yeah.
You have a really nasty APT in your pocket with a double modded APT with Wedge. You just need to get there. Like, you need to get back into this fight.
Yeah, depending on where Sunpack ends up, he might have a good shot with Wedge. Maybe 3 hard boost.
Yeah, well, you'll deplete yourself if you boost.
Sure, but you're not gonna line up the APT this turn. You're not. You're not back in the fight.
It's more so just like, yeah, are you willing to just barrel roll to get a bullseye predator reroll if you can, versus boosting and then locking yourself into a blue maneuver the following turn?
Sure.
Because that's the thing about that. I tried really hard in my tournament yesterday I did not take a depleted APT shot. Like, my APTs were full 5 because I'm like, I don't want, like, the thought of rolling a depleted APT shot.
Yeah,
it's basically a primary at range 1, essentially.
It's a lot of lost value.
Yeah.
That 5th die is real.
All right, here we go with the 4th turn. 37 minutes left. I feel like DGS side slipped last turn, so can't do it again this turn.
Correct. I feel like DGS is just gonna
like bank towards Hera.
Yeah,
Benthic, I think.
Hera and try and get a shot on Benthic.
You could just go straight. You have that wide arc.
Drop the seismic here. Sure. 3 cards. Interesting. Really wants Benthic. Might block Benthic? How's that angle work?
No. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
You're good.
So now Benthic's job is to try to just survive this turn if you can. If you don't, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
Yep. Doesn't really give Sunfac much room.
Yeah.
Can't boost anywhere.
Are you just like 3 banking out then?
Is he gonna scramble? Is he gonna try to scramble? I think he's got range 1. Ooh, that might not be range 1.
No,
he's just gonna focus. Okay.
Focus. I'm so tense. I'm like,
I know. Luke does he's just going for the objective game here. I like that. Yeah, you got a shot into DGS. You can get some damage into him. Maybe get him to spend the calculate is what you hope for.
Yeah.
Sunfac does self bump a Ruski. Do we get the damage though? Gold die punished.
Ooh,
that's a big damage into Sunny.
Matters
now I don't know who's capitalizing on that, but Hera does do that 2 straight, and I think now more than ever it's time to do a little. I think you can focus roll with these guys. You can. I think you do a little focus roll.
Sunfac's arc if you roll. I guess you're taking 2 shots either way. So
focus really rolling, and you get range 1 on DGS without getting shot back, and you can pass your focus to Benthic as an evade with Jin Urso if you're able to.
That's
so just solid all the way around.
This list is frustrating.
Yeah, and Andre is down 7-3, has all 3 objectives going the other way, and he's just trying to chase a U-wing, right? Like, that's how he gets back into this game. Can't blame him, but it's tough.
Soft turn with wedge.
And yeah, so you could, do you barrel roll and focus, or you just barrel roll here to get a shot on Zam? If you barrel roll, though, you might get hit by your own seismic charge. So he's just gonna.
That's awkward.
Check range 1 of the gas cloud. It looks like it just hit Zam. That is another free damage on the Zam. Just 1 shield left. Luke did use his proton torpedoes.
Yeah, Luke's out of protons. This is gonna be a bloodbath.
Yep. So here we go. 2 dice shot. 3. Oh, 2 on. We're going into Benthic. Unmodded.
You gotta.
Yep.
You gotta get
Are the dice gods on your side here for Andre, trying to kill this pesky U-wing for 1 crit? Now can Steven roll and evade with Benthic 2 tubes? 2 evades.
Okay. That's big.
And Hera had I apologize. I said focus barrel roll. He actually did the barrel roll lock. Just going for pure aggro into DGS here. 4 dice. For a modest 2 so far, he is going to keep the lock and just fire control, and he gets hit crit. That's going to be hit crit going in. That is hit crit going in. So shield and a crit is a direct. And Luke could finish off DGS. With 3 left. Wedge, no shot. Sam, range 3 into Benthic. Sam has the Force. I don't think we're Dookuing here. No. Works out. You roll natties. Yeah. Slave 1 title, hit, crit. This could be it for Benthic. Needs to roll and evade. Rolls 2, takes just a crit.
Okay.
Making him earn it. A structural damage will make it easy for DGS.
Well,
that's fine. Again, you're range 2 from Luke. Luke can use Hera's lock. That's why he FCS. That's why he FCS'd. Here we go. 3 dice. Spend the Force. That's 3 hits. And you need an evade. You do. You take 2. You're still alive.
Does get it.
Yeah, I can't Dooku. Or did he Dooku there?
I'm not sure what that was.
I think he was checking for, I don't know. Takes 2 though, still alive. The DGS rolling those natural evades, helping his cause. And now he's going to have a double modded 3-on-1 shot here. He only gets to reroll 1 die though with his ability with networked aim. So if he rolls a lot of blanks, not great, Bob. 3 dice here, trying to finish off Benthic 2 tubes to get Andre. Would get him ahead. He's gonna reroll 1 networked aim, and Benthic could live if he rolls an evade.
Okay,
Benthic will die. So it's now 8-7, but before the objectives are getting tallied here.
Right.
So it will be 10-8.
With Benthic, or not Benthic, DGS on 1.
On 1, yeah. There's 3 points out there for you, and there is a double modded APT. That is a really rough spot to be in for Andre with Wedge over there. I don't see how you can block him. He could just do a 1 bank. I don't think you can tractor him either. You can try to. If you do tractor him, Wedge will just kill Sunfac.
Yeah. Yeah.
If 5 die, if he's already taken a damage, it'd be double modded. Yeah, 5 dice, even if he's rolling 1 less. So we got ourselves a game heading into round 5.
Closer than I'd like, but
yeah,
that's how it goes.
So can Luke fit a 3 hard over Hera?
I don't believe so.
I don't think so.
DGS blocks it.
And I assume DGS is just gonna side slip hard turn up.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean you have to. Hera's stressed, right? That's her stress.
Yeah. And I don't think a 4K from Luke gets him a shot either.
Anything. Unless Zam is like really aggressive here. Yeah.
Zam, if anyone's gonna scramble the middle for Andre, it's Zam. She has a lock on wedge already and has the force.
Yeah, too hard, scramble, shoot wedge. Probably taking an APT if you do that, but
yeah. And you do only have 7 hit points left. So that APT would hurt.
Yeah.
It would be painful. Steven just needs to protect wedge. You know, he still has 6 health, so he hasn't taken really much damage. But you know, 2 shots from Zam with Notorious could easily kill him.
So Hera's out of this turn, basically. Luke is out of this turn, basically. It's all wedge. Steven gets first player.
Steven's first player. That matters.
Yeah.
Matters for Sunfac.
Yeah.
Side slip, I think. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, basically nobody's shooting at DGS this turn unless Luke.
He did it, and it fits. It fits. Oh, it barely fits. Oh, the risk, the reward. Look at how close that is. Oh my God, it's so close. Even the nub of the base is just barely off. You just focus there. Screw you, DGS. Get the hell out of here with your natty evade. Roll your natty evade again. I don't care. And here we go, Zam. Gonna scramble wamble.
When you watch this back, we didn't believe, and I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I know. We apologize. Sunfac has his turn in the wrong place again, too. This is rough for him, man.
Yeah.
He really wants it to be not to the right now.
Yeah. Here it focuses. All right.
Yep, and yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Buddy. I love it.
Oh, he's gonna scramble back in R2A3? Is that what he's gonna do? Wait a minute.
I don't think he R2A3'd, I think.
No, is he not? He doesn't want to take the APT?
I think we're talking it through. There it is.
Okay.
Yeah. I think he probably
oh boy. There it is.
Yeah. So
he will get the focus. So it's smart. He'll get his focus.
Oh, right.
But it's not going to be double modded.
Yeah,
oh, now he is going to get tractored, though. Okay. So nice move there by Andre. He's going to rotate to the left.
Yeah.
Barrel roll himself. I don't know if you can you get wedge out of range 1 of the APT?
He's kind of on the edge of range 1 as we speak. It's possible.
So there you go. He's going to barrel roll, and he's probably focusing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So points could be traded here. If Steven just gets a shot on Sunfac, it might be better to just do that.
I was going to say, at this point...
Especially if you get Notorious by Zam, then you're going to have 0 green dice. And she's going to bonus attack you. So you'll just die.
Yeah, I like the shot into Sunfac, depending on how this works out. So, like, we're killing DGS this turn.
Yep.
Why are we going to Luke?
Lucas.
Swarm tactics. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So see you later. Bye, DGS.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
And Steven does have an insurance policy. He has with having the 3 objectives because he'll get up to 16.
Right.
3 objectives.
We've got some.
So you can. I mean, you could lose. You could lose. Wedge here. So, oh gosh, this is a tough position to be in.
He's doing it.
He's doing the APT, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So 5 dice into Zam.
Oh.
Yikes.
Okay.
Yeah, you re-roll everything. You need 3 to
Yeah.
get that focus back. Wow, that is an incredibly bad roll to not roll 1 hit. Only hit crit.
Thanks.
Zam is still taking a damage, but that is an awful roll. He spends the force. He takes a shield. After all of that, an APT, the saddest APT I've seen. Actually, I mean, I've seen worse APTs, but that's he gets his focus. He gets strained with Notorious. He's now rolling 0 dice. Zam bonus attacks. Now the thing that Steven has going for him, if anything, is that it's a single modded shot with Zam. He spent the force already. Does that matter? Maybe. I don't know. But he doesn't have a force.
It helps.
Zam doesn't bonus attack. Did he have the wrong card?
No,
it is a bonus attack card. I don't know. He's moving on to the 6. I feel like Zam would have bonus attacked by now. You can't wait. I'm missing something. Chat would know. I don't know how Zam works. He didn't shoot. Zam didn't bonus attack.
We got hit crit.
I looked at the card. It said bonus attack. So Wedge is taking a crit. He's probably dead. Fuel leak with these gas prices.
Every time.
And now Zam range 1. He did defend already.
Yeah, so he gets a die.
He gets a die. Yeah.
Wedge just doing his best Arc 170 impression.
Oh, that's pretty good. Target lock.
That'll do.
And 4. Wedge needs a paint results. He gets it. He might not die. Oh, he's dead. Fuel leak.
Yeah, fuel leak. Killed him. All that for fuel leak.
Let's see. Well, bonus attack didn't matter. So 16-13 now. And the good news for Steven is that Hera isn't taking much damage, and she's kind of towards the bottom of the board right now. Luke can come and claim that middle point if it gets taken again.
Sure. You just play objectives here and try not to die.
Play objectives here. There's no way you don't score 2 more points this round. So Steven will get to 18 points. I think mathematically, I think he's pretty safe. Pretty safe. Hera does need to... I don't know. She just needs to not be anywhere near those 2.
All right, hear me out. We won Talon with Hera.
Yeah, right.
Down towards the
other way. I mean, that's not terrible. Yeah. I think the B-Wings have like a 3 straight that's blue, right? Maybe. Yeah, I think
they
so.
Do.
So, and then just keep like barrel roll, like just keep like, can they evade on their own? I don't think so. No, I
don't believe.
Actually, I think the foils give you an evade though. The other side of it.
I don't remember how the foils.
Yeah, they do. So you can just keep evading like. So the other thing is, if he just tries to go after Zam, then he's not scoring objectives. So, or sorry, if he keeps trying to go after Hera rather.
Hera. Yeah, you have to stop Steven from scoring 4 points over 2 turns here.
How fast can those two close on Hera? Not very quickly. It's going to take 2 turns. And again, if they close on Hera, you're giving Steven all the objectives. Like, you can't do that. I think you can at least turn towards Hera with Zam in Scramble.
Yes.
Luke already has the lock on Zam. And he hasn't taken any damage, so.
Yeah.
And that's I think that's game right there. You just went the other way.
He went the other way to try and scramble, but it's not going to work.
And he's not even in range to scramble.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had to go the other way.
Yeah.
The other thing is, like, you know, with road and everything, if it even matters at this stage, it's late, but like Hera has a proton cannon. Like, you could just shoot Sunfac with a proton cannon. Like, it's a possibility. Sunfac's like, I'm trying to come after you. You're gonna scramble.
This is what I was thinking was probably your best play, but Zam not reaching the top objective makes this.
Zam gonna go the other way because Sunny was in the way. You could have town rolled. Even if you hit the gas cloud, you're at least facing the right way. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
There were ways to not do, like, you could have town rolled. But yes, you couldn't just do 1 hard or 2 hard. Scrambles. Gonna be no shots, I don't think. Well, Sunfac has a shot. I think.
Yeah. Could. He's range 1 of the objective.
There you go. Range 3 into Luke. No mods. This is where Luke takes 2 shields. We all know it. It's always what happens with my play. Yeah. Still gonna find a way to take 2 shields. It's still possible. Luke almost had Zam there, but just out.
Yeah.
And it's 18-14. And Luke probably 3 hard scramble.
Yeah, I think this is over. I think you've got 2 forced plays and a forced play, and as long as Hera doesn't
you can't kill Hera, a 6 health ship, with just 1 shot from. Well, it's possible if you get bullseye tractor on Hera, sure. But I wouldn't count on it. I wouldn't say this is gonna happen. I'm gonna kill Hera and find a way to win this game. Actually, it's funny if you do that. It's I think you still lose or it's tied at the best case for you, depending on what happens to the middle point. But I'm pretty sure the middle point's about to get taken. So
yeah,
Zam will take the top.
Zam takes the top. Sunfac takes the bottom. Luke takes the middle. Steven only gets 1 point, so the game's not over. You have to hope that you put damage into Hera, but Hera's just gonna bail. Yeah. Like, you're not gonna get a shot on Hera.
Who's first player? Andre's first player too.
Okay.
So Zam will scramble. What a great game. Steven has played his ass off this game, and I mean
that 3 hard with Luke was
big. He just does it 2 hard just to put pressure, but he's definitely in range to claim the middle, and he will. So that's the win con there. He's secured the 2 points potentially that he needs. Andre must scramble.
Yep. Has to. Won't get a shot on Hera.
Unless he wants a tie, and then it would be a road roll. But again, you can't count on you can't count on killing Hera here, dude. He's gonna rotate the other way.
Okay, so we're going for the Hail Mary then.
It's literally impossible. He is it would be he has to get the bullseye shot. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, we prolonged the game one more turn. Just scramble. I think you're in range. Check range. Road gets you there, unfortunately, and that would be the game. You will tractor Hera and get a. You will get a modded shot 4 dice into her. So you need a crit chain, like a wild crit chain. I think it's in Hera's best interest to rotate towards him. Gain the stress. I mean, crazier things have happened. Can Andre put in the most insane crit chain to kill Hera? He would need something that would result in 6 damage.
All right, we're not gonna get it.
Wouldn't he roll 4 dice? Range 1 with ensnare or whatever?
He did. He only got 3 hits.
Oh, that's true. You can't rotate unless you move them. That's a good point. My bad. I don't know.
Oh, sure.
Oh, sure. Okay, so here's the somehow one shot of Luke from Sam. All right, Shields. Luke, he flirted with it for a second. He was thinking about it. Great game. 20-15 is the final 3-1-2 crew. Let's go. 3-1-2. 3-1-2. All right. That was, thanks, Sam, for being here. Support Steven with me. Always good to have someone else in the booth. What did you notice about that game? Like, just, walk me through things that you thought really stood out that informed the final score.
Definitely the fact that we were playing 4-on-4. Both players were, and they're talking it through right now, both players were incentivized to kill the first piece as quickly as possible, and then from there everything kind of cascades out. Dirge dying was obviously great for Steven, but like I think with the Dirge play, with the boost of trying to get the proton cannon, there's upside there. I understand why he did it, and I think I probably would have done the same thing. You get punished. Sometimes that'll happen.
I think there was a chance you could barrel roll all the way forward in front of the right gas cloud and get a proton cannon on Luke and just be more protected. But if it didn't pan out, he's just sitting there. So
yeah, I think I like the aggressive play. It's what I would have done. Like sometimes you get punished for being aggressive, and sometimes you get punished for playing a 4-ship list.
Yeah, CIS, I mean, it does have 3 aces, or, I'm not redefining ace these days, but he's got 2 I5s and an I6. That's good for scramble. So he teched around the scenario. Steven brought a Swiss Army knife list, though, right? You have the capabilities of shooting at 3 6s into 5 with swarm tactics, right? And so it just gives you wiggle room to be able to scramble, to be able to pass tokens, to put yourself in a position to put a lot of pressure on a ship. It's just when the Rube Goldberg machine starts to fall apart, when Benthic dies, if it happens too soon, then the list is just asking so much out of one pro APT from Wedge. And if Luke has any protorbs left, some magic there. And Hera is a liability at that stage. So he lost Benthic on his terms. I think it could have stuck around one more turn, but he had double stress. DGS, honestly, kind of an unsung hero of that list, of the CIS list. Stayed alive and did a lot of work, despite going down in the mid game there. So
this is one that I think I'm gonna watch back, especially for the turn 0 and the initial opening moves for CIS. Like the fact that you were just kind of putting yourself, like Sunfac's positioning throughout this game is really interesting to me, because you were forced to rabbit away in the first after the first engagement, and didn't really like get to use your positioning advantage in that way. I think that was secretly like kind of a big deal.
Yeah, and he's
again
still
4-ship lists.
He's still still tractored and snared twice.
True.
Which I would say that if you were to tell a Sunfac player before they played their game, like, hey, you're gonna ensnare 2 ships this game, they'll probably take it. Like, that's 2 to 3. Like, 3 is probably the goal. 2 is solid. But yeah, I think besides Zam being at the top of the board to take the objective, like just that fire spray with the capabilities of Dooku and just what she can do with the bonus attacks and the free target locking, just being like 1 turn away from being in the scrum, and it was just a little too late, ended up being the difference maker for Steven, as he just played the objective game, bought the insurance policy to make sure that, mathematically it was almost guaranteed that he would win at this stage. So yeah, this is seriously, for folks, definitely watch this one back. Steven is a Team USA XTC champion from last season. He's an incredibly sweet guy and an incredibly good player. And he played this game really well. He knew that he couldn't necessarily make up for lost firepower when he lost Wedge, and the way he played Hera, like, you just played the objective, and that's how you win sometimes, right?
Yep.
Is play the objective. So yeah, cool. Well, thanks everybody for watching. It's just a one and done for us tonight. We have 2 games on Wednesday. We have a matchup between J. Cruz and the Pumbaa Riders. So I'm going to show you guys the playoff breakdown here, the bracket. Got our little, oh my God, I am drawing a blank Blues Brothers background there. Anyways, J. Cruz and Pumbaa Riders, it's 1-0 J. Cruz in their series. 2 more wins, they'll move on to face the Horse Awakens in the semifinals. 2 more games, 2 more wins needed for us to beat Crime, but another game is Crime and us, 312 Crew on Wednesday as well. So 2 games, TLDR, 2 games of X-Wing on Wednesday evening. Swing by a little later, start time 8 o'clock Central. We might move the second game to be before the first. We'll see.